Hello, I am on my journey to creating a startup and I'm sharing with you all the insights that I'm learning on the way. Hopefully you find this useful and interesting. Join me in, subscribe to my channel and put a thumb up if you like this video. In general, on Monday morning I try to plan my week. I already have something planned, meetings or calls or important things to do, but then I also define 3 tasks for the week that I break down into smaller tasks and I try to spread them out through the week so they're not congested on 1 or 2 days. Then I begin my day with writing morning pages and I finish my day with reflection on the day. I try to also write a couple of things that I'm grateful for this day. It sounds maybe a little bit scholarly, and okay, I'm not doing it every day like 100%. Sometimes I skip one day or one evening, but I try to be consistent. Here's my notebook where I'm writing everything, my plans and my reflections, and this has been very helpful and quite instrumental in my life. I cannot say that I'm the productivity guru and I will probably never be like super productive. I try to find ways that suit me and my rhythm. I watched different productivity videos, follow different productivity people, but I don't think that all of their suggestions are working for me. I'm more of the creative mind, I'm more of the maybe even messy mind, messy personality, so I don't try to be super organized from morning to night. I try to have a framework and I follow it, even if it's loosely, but I try to stick to it. And again, I don't punish myself if I don't do something. From the planned 2 call today's, I only had one with my former colleague. But we didn't get to the actual topic of the initial conversation, which is communities for women, because we were catching up on our lives, on our experiences in the last 12 years. Because last time it was exactly when I saw my friend, my former colleague. I was flying through Istanbul and I stopped in her apartment, and so next week we are going to reschedule some time and we will probably need more than 1 hour. So that was really cool. So the other call was cancelled, but it's all right. I am sure that we will be able to talk again. In this case it was with a woman who is dealing with mental health, somatic treatments and breast cancer. She is a breast cancer survivor herself. And so on top of this call with my former colleague, there was another highlight. I met with another former colleague, but from my recent job in a startup here in Berlin, and we talked a lot about our lives. And something that I said to them resonated very much with them and they were really excited about it, so I thought that maybe I can share this also with you. Maybe somebody else will also find this interesting and insightful. And so what I said was that my friend is about to launch their own business and they're a little bit scared to Another highlight of the day was a meeting with another former colleague. They quit the startup where we work together here in Berlin and they are about to start their own business, their own small practice. And they were not very sure about how to market it properly, and I recommended LinkedIn because for me LinkedIn really works well, not only to spread the word about my activities but also to connect with friends, like for instance this former colleague with the call from this morning. If not for LinkedIn, she would not reconnect it with me. And so what I told my friend this morning, what I said that actually prompted them to run home and to start writing, was the fact that we will never become like super deep into any of the topics, right? And our experience is enough to trust us. What we have lived through and what we know is enough for somebody else to trust us, even though this amount of experience is not significant on our point of view, because we will always face this imposter syndrome. We will always hold ourselves back from doing something, and they found this insight quite interesting. They started taking notes, and like I said, they finished the conversation a little bit earlier to go home and to work on their Yet another highlight comes from another meeting with a friend. They are about to start their own practice, and they felt hesitant about writing because writing about this practice on LinkedIn, because they felt they didn't have enough experience compared to other people in their field. And so I told them that any experience is valuable, and if they have already done several months, but they have done actually several years of that experience, this is enough to be credible and to talk about. And even two people with different interests, for instance, talk about their experience. What they're talking about will be different because of their upbringing, of their path, or of their journey, but also of their perspective. For instance, if I talk about creating startups from a point of view of a woman, white woman, this will be completely different when another woman who comes from different background, racial or political or cultural. So this will be completely different versus a man, versus a gay person or person from the LGBTQ community. So we should value and honor our experiences. We should not put ourselves in the corner and prohibit ourselves to talk about what we feel passionate about. In the end, the audience will decide if this experience is valuable or not. And also, in the end, we don't need thousands of followers. Even if you have 100 followers, but they are very loyal and they, for example, buy our service or product, this is more than enough to continue, like first of all to start what we want to do and to continue what we already started. I don't know if it resonates with somebody, but maybe this is you, and maybe something was holding you back from doing what you wanted. Maybe try talking about this, try writing. Today is very hot, 35 degrees Celsius, and I'm melting. I closed the curtains everywhere in the apartment, and I'm using my Dyson to just get some fresh or cool air, right? Okay, so I actually should have gone working to the library. I'll do this tomorrow. This morning I had a call with another former colleague. She lives in Tallinn, and she's a co-founder of an application for meditation/mindfulness. We talked about communities, we talked about mindfulness, we talked about startups. Again, 1 hour, same like yesterday, 1 hour was not enough to cover everything, so we exchanged some useful information. Like I received few tips, including number 1, just do it without waiting for some sophisticated MVP. Just do it with the means that I have. And also she helped me combat my imposter syndrome. She really said that my idea, my product is valuable, needed. It gave me a boost of confidence and I'm ready. Today I want to share a few thoughts about MVP. It takes some time to find a co-founder and to develop the product. I want to create community on a platform, which is a website, not an app. I'm not a big fan of apps, especially for this purpose. And for the last few days, I had a very interesting / controversial idea in mind. There is already a platform for creating communities, which is called circle.io. And it works very easily. It's like a template, so you pretty much subscribe to create a template, or rather not like. So for the last few days I've been thinking about using Circle. Circle is a platform which enables you to create community. It's a subscription-based platform where you're paying for certain features, but you already have a template for your platform, for your community. There you can have forum and discussion groups, education. There's educational part included, live streams, library of documents, etc., etc., etc. It entails the fact that you will require your members, the members of your community, to pay subscription fees for you as well. The basic subscription fee is 49 euros per month. Therefore, I need to find first 10 users who would pay me 5 euros per month in order to break even on this platform. So I've been thinking that maybe this is something I should start with. Maybe I will. I had a very busy day yesterday, and today I'm running as well because in a couple of hours I'm going to the airport to fly to Paris. But first, yesterday. Yesterday was a day of information and communication. I did a lot of outreach comms. I listened to a couple of podcasts which helped me clarify certain ideas. And here's a very short, distilled version of what I'm thinking now and where I'm at with this startup situation. So first, I'm going to launch my Circle on Circle. I don't want to wait until I get the MVP, somebody creates this to me for free, or I pay money, or through Accelerator, because first it will take me a lot of time and some money and effort, communication, like a lot of energy. And I just want to check what is this whole community about. Like, will somebody be interested in my community? Will somebody want to pay? Because when you go on Circle, you have like I will pay for the monthly subscription to the platform, but then also I will require my members to pay for this. So I just want to very quickly and dirty create something and check if it's going to work. I will have 2 weeks for free in Circle, and then the basic subscription fee is 49 euros. So I really want to try. I want to try for 6 months. 50 quid, it's not a lot to spend on an idea, on a project. And I think I'm right. I just want to really validate whether somebody will subscribe to my content, and then I want to be prompted to create more content and like fast, right? So hopefully in the course of 6 months I will, or even faster, I will see what is happening. So I'm coming back from Paris in a week time, and I will then create some content and launch the community, and I will see what will happen. So that's like the biggest thing. And then my second thought is about additional source of income, because I don't want to just wait for accelerators to pay me money or for something to happen. I had an interview with Turing College. This is a Lithuanian digital college which teaches coding. Recently they have created a digital marketing class, and I applied to become a community tutor, and they took me, so I will be working with them probably I will start working in a couple of weeks' time. I already signed the contract yesterday. Next week I will imagine that the onboarding will take place, and then I will start working and I will see how it goes. So I have this also, it's like the easy pass. That's the place where I can rely on. So I have my X amount of hours, and yeah, I'm not thinking about doing something else because previously I even considered working in a coffee shop, but then like, okay, is it really worth my money? And so with these two things, teaching at the Turing College and launching Circle, I'm using the momentum I'm in. I'm really excited. I'm surrounded by people who are very inspiring, and I don't want to lose the momentum, and no money in the world can buy this. I feel energized, I feel motivated, I feel it's the right thing to do. Yes, so you can congratulate me on this decision. I will see how this works in action. There will be probably ups and downs, but yeah, I have to try it. I have to try it. And so if you think about something, if you've been, I don't know, imagining this for many years or weeks or months, just try and do it and find the easiest method to validate your idea.